Right. So today is all about all in. All in. All in. Okay. So the question is, have you ever worked for a company or any job for that matter and showed up every day with only 25% effort? And I mean, you know what? Not a day, because we all have our challenging days, but I mean, just show up every day for someone else for 25 and to only give them 25%. Not 100, not the 90. Maybe sometimes we're like, all right, I'm at 80, 90%. But for your full-time job, you show up, right? 100%. So for instance, let's say you are a Amazon driver. You know Amazon has like top quality, right? You go on Amazon, you order your package, you order it for 1 to 2 days, you get it in 1 to 2 days, all right? Sans pandemic. And an Amazon driver, from what I understand, they get the package in. So then they have to go to the warehouse. They have to, matter of fact, they have to, while they're in the warehouse, they have to confirm it. They have to scan that package in. And then pretty much load up the trucks, right? They got to load up the trucks. They probably going to load up trucks to go to a certain area, right? So all of this takes what? 80, 90, 100, 110% of their effort, because Amazon has like this really high standard. So they can't go into work every day with just 25%, 80%. They show up, right? So they show up, put the package on the truck, go ahead, deliver it. 100, 110%. Now, let's say that person instead shows up every day, 25%. This is your Amazon delivery driver. He delivers to you all the time, right? He shows up, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna scan the packages. But I'm not gonna deliver today. You know what, I know they said they're gonna get it in 2 days, but you know something? They could wait 5, right? So this happened not once, but this happened several times. So you know that 25% that they're given is not just a one-time thing. It's an ongoing thing, right? So you're getting your packages every 5 days. You call Amazon, you're pissed, right? Because you want your packages at a certain time. You need this person to show up for work. Now, this isn't their dream. This isn't what they want to do. This is their full-time job, though. This is how they get money, right? Let's pull back. Let's put you in that same story. And let's say you go into work every day. You don't go to work every day and show up and just give them 25%, because you may not have to deliver packages in 5 days, but you have deliverables. You have people that you have to serve, right? You show up for work 100%, make sure everything is scanned in the sense of Amazon, checking your emails, get back to your boss, show up at those meetings. You show up for work 100%, right? 100%. So why, when it comes to your dreams and your goals, right? And this is not to a particular person, but when it's time to show up for your dreams and your goals and show up for you, you show up for 25%. You say, oh, you know what? I know I have to do that business plan, but I'll do it in 5 days. You know what? I know I wanted to look into starting my own business, but I'll do that in another 5 days. I'll do that in another 10 days. Oh, I know that person asked for my services and I know I can do it. And that may be the start of my business, but I'll call them back later. We don't even assign a timeline to it. That's a fear. And that fear is that you cannot do it. But if you have the courage to show up for everyone else's dream, or just to make them money, to give them the lifestyle that they want to live, why is it so difficult for us to show up for ourselves? Well, you know, I always talk about fear and love, right? So love is giving. Love is just, it's comfortable. Love is sitting on your couch with their feet up, okay? That's love, that's comfort, right? You can see that. Fear is sitting in a chair in a corner. Fear doesn't want to talk. Fear doesn't want anything to drink. Don't give fear no water. Fear is stingy. When we do not pour into ourselves like we pour into others, there's a fear, there's an embedded fear in there. And lots of times when it comes to our dreams, is that it will never get done. But we always end on a high note for these, right? So we talked about showing up all week. Showing up all week. So let me share something with you. You must believe what you pray. You must believe what you pray. Because see, in all of that, on all that I just said, I know you pray for that dream. I know you pray for that change. I know you pray for it. Like, God, give me a sign. Show me. Oh, but God has shown you several times. But did you believe it? Whoever catches a glimpse of the revealed counsel of God, the free life, even out of the corner of his eye, and sticks with it, is no distracted scatterbrain, but a man or a woman of action. Even if you see it out of the corner of your eye, you are a man of action. That person will find delight and affirmation in the action. What did I talk about yesterday? Not trying, but doing. So here's the message. Let there be no misunderstanding. You can speak words in prayer that you do not believe, and they will not produce the results you are looking for. Parroting without conviction or faith does not produce divine alignment. So when she says parroting without faith, that is, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to have my studio. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, right? Or faith does not produce divine alignment. You must be decisive. Make a deliberate and conscious decision to agree with the word of God, and then set your heart to be convinced of the truth of what you have read or heard. Only when you are able to do that shall you attain the higher heights and deeper depths. Once you have decided to throw your full conviction into your words, heaven and earth will align to answer your prayers. So let's set ourselves up for our meditation. So you can lie on the mat flat out. You can sit up with your legs crossed. You can sit in a chair, whatever brings you comfort. If you are at work at the desk, that is totally fine. Just find a comfortable seat, okay? Roll your shoulders up and away from your ears. Because see, some stuff is going to be downloaded on us in the next few minutes, all right? So we got to get our mind right. Roll your shoulders forward. Breathe in the whole time. Let's do our wrist swirls out. And bring them back in. You don't have to see me doing this. Do what feels right to you. That's why I put the scene up. Funu. Roll them back in. Roll it out again. Twirl those hands at your speed. And imagine that energy just channeling back into your body. And bring it back in. And do whatever head bends you need to. Excuse the cracking. Okay. So here we go. So I bring my pointer finger and my thumb together, and all three of my fingers touch. Now, we've released a lot of the tension in the body, so let's just start with a natural breath. Soften the feet, wiggle the toes. Feel the tension in the calves and then let it go. feel the tension in your thighs and then let it go. Let there be tension in your pelvis and then let it go. Tension in your belly where you feel nervousness, anxiety, and then release it to God. Feel it in the chest, that tension. Let it go. Feel it in your throat, those unspoken words in your neck. Let that tension exist. And then let your words just flow. Scrunch up your face really tight. And then let the area between your eyebrows soften. Your eyelids soften. Your jaw, just let your jaw just drop open. Let the tension exist at the top of your head and then let it go. And now breathe from your pelvis to your belly button. From your belly button to the top of your rib cage. From the top of your rib cage to your clavicle. And then let it go. Inhale from your pelvis to your belly button. From your belly button to the top of your rib cage. From the top of your rib cage to your clavicle. And then let it go. Inhale, pelvis to the belly button. Belly button to the top of the rib cage. Top of the rib cage to the clavicle. And then release. Allow yourself to just deflate. Releasing it all to God. Continue breathing. I'm going to read off a few affirmations. Without faith, it is impossible to reap my blessings. So I choose to walk by faith. Inhale that in. Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the word of God. So I will meditate on the word. Inhale that in. I will not return void, but will accomplish that for which I was sent. Inhale. I know that if I can believe, all things are possible. Take that in. You, God, are able to do exceeding abundantly above all that I could ask for or think, according to the power at work in me. Inhale that in. So I commit to trust you. So I commit to trust you, your word, and the vision you have given me. I will not doubt. Okay. Let's just take a minute and breathe. Let's begin to wake the body up. So wiggle your fingers. Move your knees around your thighs. Wiggle your toes. Don't be afraid to let this feeling go. Peace is you. Let your eyes flutter open. Release, relax. I entitled today All In. Not from my personal beliefs, but the truth is, in order to accomplish those things, that vision that was placed in your heart, you have to be all in. We show up for our kids, we show up for our job 100% or more. You should also preserve some of that energy for your dreams because they too matter. That vision was given by God. And through faith and the word, it can be brought into fruition. I can promise that as a living witness. The light within me salutes the light within you.